time for some vintage F1. Oscar, hello, if you're still watching, thank you and good luck to you as well. How is the Ferrari? Either way, setup is loaded. We have to wait 2 more minutes. Feel free to enter pit lane. Okay. Well, let's enter the pit lane then. Seems quick. Yeah, I saw you doing 27s. I hope that was not race fuel. If that was race fuel, I might be in trouble. Where? Ah, there, it's the pit lane. Well, the Ferrari is slightly lower on power compared to the Eagle, but it's lighter. Well, let's see how this all goes today. Yeah, Oscar, I mean, it's only 3 corners, right? Maybe 4 corners. But 2 of them are Lesmos, which are kind of linked together, so... Anyway, I'm stuck in mid-29s, so let's see how the Slipstream goes. But for quali it should be tight, or maybe probably the Eagle has advantage in quali. But then I need 200 liters to make the whole distance. Oh yeah, Oscar. Of course. Anthony, I have... Wait, I have 30 seconds to show. But basically... it's like that. So it's showing most of it. See on track. It's just like cutting off. So here there is like 10 centimeters to the right, and maybe from here it's 15 centimeters. So a bit of the sides are cut, but nothing dramatic. Alright, yeah, as well I have fixed the night bot, which was banning people last time, and I have cleared the contacts. I have cleared the contacts for my mic, which was doing that static, loud static noise, so I hope that's better than before, but hopefully no headset users ear destruction. So quali session is 20 minutes and we cannot escape unless we are in the box. Let's not forget about it. So Kirsten ahead is in the same car, Casper behind is in the same car as well. Just need to make sure the gaps are sufficient, because some cars are quicker in corners but lack a lot of top speed. A bit of slipstream wouldn't be too bad. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, the ultra wide versus triple, it depends. Depends on what you want. One ultra wide is just, it's easier to operate with, takes less space. Of course, sometimes you would need a little bit of more side vision when battling and so on. I don't really have space for triples at all here, so I'm maxed out on the width. Understeering a bit here. Oh dear. Yeah, problem with the rules here is that you cannot escape, or if you lose a tire, then you're forced to escape and be DNF for the session. So people will try limping broken cars home to fix them if possible. Ah, missed the gear. Went from 4th to 3rd. Luckily didn't fully engage yet. I see, Anthony. Yeah, it's surely more practical. I think it's just it's TN even. Like it's this Samsung C49 that I have is pretty low budget version of ultra wide, so it's not the greatest quality, but it's 144 Hz and does the job. Casper with point... there we go. I thought he did point 3. The Eagles are flying in quali. Let's see if there's some tire remaining, but doesn't feel like the rears are burning. I have a bit more grip into this corner. I'm just like scared of the wall. Again, if we crash, it's session done. So we box. Alright, maybe I can take 1 liter extra. Okay, I have the LMU muscle memory already, which tells me that I have to click to get new set of tires, but obviously no such thing in R Factor 2. I need more cooling, I'm hot. Alright. Yeah, I got sent some links to... was it VA even? I think it was... Was it... I forgot all the details, but... Basically some not quite cheap ultra-wide with crazy good image. I don't think it was Samsung, it was something else. But I think it was OLED. And it was Jeroen in Discord telling me about it. He bought it, the image that he got is insanely good, but I don't think it really does much of endurance racing. I would need to look into it. But basically whatever I buy would offer better image quality than what I have now. Like, I mean, I guess it's... I'm stream-wise more limited with camera quality. But there is quite some ghosting and artifacting and silly things going on with this monitor. Kirsten got us in the end. Casper got me as well. Well, let's find a 10th or 2. Cannot get the front to bite. Then the rear drifts towards the wall. Oh yeah, Colin. I mean, I'm just trying to survive, kind of. I think I'm braking too early every time and then I have to go on throttle a bit. Hey Kyle. I think the VA is less responsive, right? I believe I heard. I've read some absurd reaction times for the OLEDs like 0.0 something milliseconds, like insane. But VA could be a couple of milliseconds, not sure. Not enough front grip, not enough rear grip. Classic racing car. Kirsten point one. Oh dear. I don't have the grip to send it more. At least P3 seems assured. Problem is we get 200 liters for the race, and the Ferraris of Oskari and Nico in P4. Actually, Shepard is Ferrari as well, I think. I think they need probably 30 kilograms less. Ish. Not fully sure. Right, let's see. I mean, it's a marginal improvement, right? Ah, it wasn't really. Ah, it was. A couple of milliseconds. Regaining. Where did that lap time come from? Still 40 milliseconds missing. Last attempt, full send. Okay. I guess I will take the survival. Ooh, okay. Well, the pace is there. Top 3 Eagle F1s. Crazy tight on pace. But we will lose quite a bit for the long run because of fuel again. Will be fun. I wish I can maybe middle of next year or so upgrade to a proper OLED. Like I need some 5090 RTX or maybe not 5090 but like 5080 would be already more than enough, and then proper 1440p vertical resolution OLED, potentially 57 inch instead of 49, and maybe 165 Hz. That would be quite an upgrade. I would actually prefer that compared to maybe spending money to upgrade from SimiCube 2 to 3. Kirsten not improving. Kasper just about finished his lap. It was so close. Kirsten actually did quite a long run. It makes sense that the first... Wait, now that was the end of his stint. When fuel worn down. That's weird though, because the tires should be best at the start, but he made that work. Hello Ricardo. That's T500 RS wheel rim indeed. With a couple of extra holes drilled, I think this, yeah, the main 3. No, the 2 are existing, I had to drill 1. Maybe I just had to widen one of them. I think I had to widen this one to fit the correct pattern. But well, that was a free upgrade, or well, it was 1 or 2 euros for all the bolts and stuff. But I really needed a nice big round wheel rim. Actually, I need, you know, I need gloves. This is not gonna end well if I race without them. Ooh, we have to join the briefing. That was tight, Casper.
Yeah, I had a misshift on my last lap, and I lost more than 2/10, so I'm pretty annoyed. But yeah, it was nice. We are pretty close, the 3 of us.
Yeah, yeah. I got quite a lucky lap in. Like last corner, really nailed the braking and everything. The delta just went green.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yep. Anyway, jumping into briefing.
Yeah, same.
Can anybody hear me right now?
Yes, I can hear you.
My headphones. Okay, so the mute light is on now, and they're not muted. Oh god.
Nice. One thing everyone is afraid of equally, technology.
Quick question.
Yeah?
I actually joined on this CPU time thing that appears at the top left. Does anybody know how to disable that?
Control C.
Control C, okay. I had to not do it. That's weird.
Should be a control thing for that.
Yeah, Control F maybe.
That's
Yeah,
for
that
frame
was it.
rate.
Thank you.
Ah, yeah, top left, right?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, Control F is
Fucking
top left,
gotta
Control C
love
top right.
RF2 quirks. Anyway, yeah, thanks for
Briefing
bearing
time.
with us with the last-minute change today. Joining the grids together. On that note, to our Formula B drivers, since there's a lack of interest apparently from the drivers. I mean, over 20 signed up and we're down to 10 drivers. Last round we had even less. We're going to shorten the championship by 1 round. So that means Hockenheim will fall away from the last race of the season. And Napoli will take place on November 2nd, so on Sunday, after the Formula A round that will be at Mosport. Formula A drivers can also guest start in the Formula B race, in case you are feeling like running a fun street circuit that isn't Monaco in the 60s. Because Napoli, quite frankly, is like Macau on crack cocaine. The good stuff. And if you guys want to run in Napoli as well from the Formula A guys, you can take points away from the Formula B drivers. Only Formula B is points eligible for Napoli. So, it's just a fun guest start race in case you want to get a bit more of a racing fix that weekend. Right, then welcome to round 8 briefing, V2, as we just short-term merged the races together. Round 7 is obviously wrong, but that's me just hurriedly adjusting the one from Pescara to suit this. Obviously, we're in the Autodromo Nazionale di Monza in Italy. Dry race with sunny and overcast conditions. What a shocker in Italy in summer. Oh, well, late summer / fall. The practice and qualifying format was all adjusted. It all worked out very well, luckily. We're now in the briefing, which will run during warm-up. I think we have 26 minutes. So 10 minutes before the end of the session, we will switch over to the race. And then next up we have a Formula A and B race. Formula A is just normal 68 laps for FA, 35 for FB. I will go into detail about the finishing procedure for Formula B later as well. Procedure will be a standard standing start. Lapping is blue flag rules. It's going to be similar rules such as with Pescara. I'm just swapping my Italian tracks now. With Pescara and with Nürburgring for the blue flag rules for the Formula B cars. So please, we have very, very big speed differences here. I think around exceeding 40 kilometers an hour top speed. So Formula B's, watch your mirrors. Formula A's, watch the closing distances and stuff. Main thing is that the FBs stay predictable and don't try to jump out of the way at the last moment and all that. Just keep your line, show the Formula A's that they can just go past on the straight, and hopefully it'll sort itself out. We didn't really have anything with blue flags other than in round 1, so it should be fine. Track limits enforced by the in-game system. If you find a track limit exploit here at Monza with the walls and the grass and all that stuff, I congratulate you, but obviously other people that somehow would have a detriment in that can obviously still report it after the race is over. 24-hour reporting period as usual. Pit lane does not have a speed limit. Drivers are required to safely enter and exit the pit lane and the pit box. Guys, here I can say the obvious, be a bit more careful than usual, especially because we actually have a pit wall here. Carrying on with a broken car, it's the same as usual. If at least one wheel has been ripped off the car, that's an instant DNF, and you have to retire the car immediately. No driving back to the pit lane, please. Then disconnect, as usual. It's a potential thing. Like if your connection drops or something, you can rejoin the server and keep on racing to try and finish the race. But it's not a quick repair or something, because it'll reconnect you in the state that the car was in before your disconnect. The entire circuit is an orange zone for lap 1. Remainder of the race will not retain an orange zone, but yeah, obviously with both FA and FB on the track, just heightened caution. We have a very, very fast circuit around here, and especially with the closing speeds and stuff, it should be a bit something to look out for. Finishing format, the final thing that was already asked for by the Formula A drivers, or Formula B drivers more like. We have two different fields with different race lengths. Formula A just goes the full distance as shown in the server, just controlled by the game. Formula B, you guys will finish your race at lap 35, so you complete 35 laps. The lap counter should go over from 34.9 to 35 laps completed in your HUD. So make sure that it does. And then you go over to the right side of the circuit and then stop the car before you would go onto the oval, which is currently blocked off by the walls. We will just try to drive pretty much like close to the wall. Basically, winner of the race drive pretty much like up to touching the wall, and the others just slowly put a bit more distance between you guys, and and so on. And then just escape back to pit lane. The stewards will also double check the finishing order after the race has concluded. Let me quickly, is it still on the thing? Is it still on the, yes it is. So I'm going to quickly change to and disable sharing audio. So I'm going to quickly show you guys what I mean with directly in front of the oval.
That's nice frame rate.
While I get there, are there any questions already?
Est-ce que je peux poser une question en français? Quelqu'un peut me comprendre?
Steph, help!
Oui, c'est possible.
I can translate.
Votre
Je peux traduire.
Oui, bon, Formule B, on doit faire 35 tours, mais comment je vais savoir que j'ai fait 35 tours? Parce que je vais être dépassé, hein? À un moment, je ferai pas 35 tours.
Oui, après.
That's some beautiful French.
Oui?
C'est à tout?
Vous avez compris?
C'était possible. Vous répétez la question?
Oui. Donc, on doit faire 35 tours, hein, le Formule B.
Oui,
hein?
Pour Formule B, c'est 35 tours, oui.
35. Mais comment je vais savoir que j'ai fait 35 tours? Parce que je vais me prendre un tour peut-être, hein, je vais peut-être faire 34 tours, tu comprends? Et comment je dois contrôler mon HUT là pour savoir combien, 1 heure de course quoi.
Oui, normalement, c'est possible pour vous de checker le tour dans votre hut.
Oui.
Et après le 3-5 tours, c'est nécessaire pour vous de parquer la voiture.
Oui, j'ai compris ça. À l'ovale, là, hein, à droite, hein, à l'ovale. Là, hein.
Oui.
Oui, mais
I see, Kyle.
je vais
Thank
me
you.
faire prendre un tour, hein, tu comprends? Je ne vais pas faire 35 tours. J'espère, hein. Je peux peut-être faire 34 tours, tu comprends? Parce que je vais être dépassé, quoi. Hein, je vais prendre un tour, quoi.
The game is showing you your laps
non,
anyway,
mais
so.
en fait, il faut juste... même si le leader il finit ses 35 tours, bah lui en fait il sort et toi juste tu continues jusqu'à tu fini 35 tours en fait.
Ok, ça va. Ouais, je ne serai pas déclassé ou même si je fais un tour en plus,
non.
quoi, c'est ça. Hein?
Just to confirm,
je dois faire 35 tours même si je suis dépassé, quoi. Hein?
basically what he's asking, if he's lapped, he still does the 35 laps. He doesn't do like one less, right?
Yes, he just still continues to do 35 laps.
Oui, du coup c'est exactement ça en fait. Vous allez faire 35 tours, peu importe si vous êtes dépassé, si le leader a déjà fait 35, vous continuez jusqu'à vous avez fait 35.
Ok, très bien. Bedankt. Thank you.
No problem. I haven't spoken French since 9th grade.
Thank you.
No problem.
It's mainly technical.
Good race.
Good race. Merci, Gerard.
Merci. But yeah, basically, Formula B, you will park over onto this lane at the separator here and basically then come to a stop in front of the barrier and then escape back to the pit lane. Depending on track position, it might swap a few positions around, but that's exactly why we're going to double check positions later on so we can assign the correct ones in the end. Right, are there any other questions?
So the race starts at 10 minutes left in warm-up, so over in 9 minutes?
Yeah, exactly. In 9 minutes, we're switching session.
So if you have anything to do it now in the next 8 minutes.
Yeah, don't go for a crap and then miss the start of the race.
Yeah.
Don't restart the game now, or like in the last couple of minutes, please. Just stay in the server. You know, we have a force feedback reset button for a reason in this game. Just please don't leave literally like a minute before the session switch over.
Ok, compris.
Yeah, just had a disconnect, and I think Darren as well. We both lost our positions, I think.
Uh,
Yeah, it doesn't matter for me. I was at the back anyway, but I just
It-
had a disconnect.
It should have kept the thing if it was in the warm up. It should have kept the position from qualifying, but
Okay, yeah, it just happened, and I'm back now.
yeah.
Someone else also left an FA. Mick
Oh, yeah,
Harris
Mick.
left.
What
Yeah,
is
Mick's game like basically closes itself whenever he takes VR off.
Oh, okay.
Which is normal for
Ah.
Windows, sadly.
Yeah,
Doesn't happen
because-
for me.
It happens for me as well.
Maybe it's because I use borderless gaming to make it windowless. Borderless window for game.
Yeah, that might.
That'll probably be it. Yeah, that's something to look into. Anyhow, any further questions?
Can we get going now?
Yes. Unless there are other questions.
You can do practice starts and all that stuff. We'll switch over at 10 minutes left in the session, so everyone can have a quick bathroom break and all that stuff before the race starts.
Copy. Good luck, everyone.
Yeah, good luck,
Good
everyone.
luck,
Thanks
everyone.
for taking part, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Discord dead. Hello, hello?
Hello, hello.
My Discord kind of died for a moment.
Ah, okay. There wasn't anything of particular interest.
Some
Are we sure that
French.
200 liters is enough for the race?
I'm not sure, but let's see now in warm-up. Oh yeah, I need a practice start.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some laps if there is time.
Yeah, the fuel tank is on the front, so now the front will be biting a lot. Is the image a bit too bright? Maybe it's a bit too bright. There goes the gearbox. Yeah, Kyle, it's always slightly washed out, although I always try to add a bit of saturation. But it's hard to overcome the washed outedness. As I do something that would imply that I am washed out here. Anyway, let's see how the slipstream works. In the stock cars, the F1 cars in game, it's quite strong, but I think it's been toned down for this mod. So that would be 2.9 fuel usage. I think I need to add a liter or two. Yeah, I may be adding 1 or 2 liters.
Yeah, same. I use around 3.10 per lap.
Oh really? That was 3.01 for quali. And now in Slipstream 2.90.
Different gearing, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm scared of brakes, so I brake too early. Okay, that's not the best of racing lines. Ah, messed up the GLHF. Right, 202. Should be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 210 liters.
210?
Yeah.
Now you got me scared.
Yeah, it's just so I have an excuse when I can't keep up with your pace, and then I can say it's because my car is heavier.
I think 204 for me.
Yeah, okay.
So I have half of an excuse. Alright, hello Fabio. Ah, the Ferrari. You're struggling at Sebring, right? BMW is not the best either. Right, first gear. Restarting session. Uh-oh. What does restarting session even do? Cannot fix the grid. Ah, somebody accelerated. So fuel is still fine, setup is fine. So what QPay? So I didn't really practice that much, but I did some quali runs and
I hadn't seen the message with the board start, so I was quite surprised.
yeah. We're doing 44s, right? I think 43.8 was the Ferrari pace from before, and the Peugeot was doing low 44s. And now after Bob, I believe we'll be all doing high 44s, I hope. Don't tell me you have done 44 free or something, because I'm gonna cry. And I don't want to cry and miss the start. Anyway, clutch, first gear, alt brake, throttle. And we are keeping the lead. Would you believe it? Doesn't happen often. Yeah, the revs dropped very dangerously, and then I had big wheel spin, but it was just about enough to survive. And that's great because I want to manage the pace a bit, as these cars don't fill me with confidence. The Ferrari has quite some straight time performance either way. And he spotted the gap. It's illegal to overtake Ferrari at Monza, right? Oh, he's fast. Well, thank you, Fabio, anyway. We will see about quali lap times tomorrow, I suppose. .29.6. Yeah, we can do 29.6s as well. Mark, yeah, unfortunately in 67 they already had enough of common sense that they didn't do the oval anymore, I think. I don't know what was actually the last year, but oval would be much more fun for sure. $29.5, $29.8. I'll take some laps to get somewhere to the Ferrari pace. Casper is happy with the brakes. Carries more speed into the corners. I went down to 6th gear instead of 4th. Even though this car doesn't have 6th, so luckily that the braking zone ended well. Matching Oscar now, that's good. Nature of the corner. I think Casper in P3 has better gears to exit corners. I have better gears than like my fourth is longer, so I can keep accelerating in the peak range in the crucial space on the straights. Catching the Formula 2 grid. I think there is 10 Formula 2s. And that's gonna add some drama into turn 1. All right. I tried to make a good switch back, but Casper found the gap. I cannot figure out that last corner. I take a great apex, but I still lose time. Baby cradle on 4 wheels. I mean, it is like that. I decided for the big brain stuff when I was learning the track. The big brain move was to take real road as my brake marker, and obviously it's now evolving, so I need to find a different brake marker into the Lesmo one at least. I need to do one extra upshift, I think. I think Casper is skipping third gear. Yeah, Domi maybe. But I think Parabolica just needs more speed on the entry. And then here you need to be wide and then power it through the exit. Yeah, this upshift to third really hampers me. But if I stay close enough, then gear 4 and 5 are really good. I just don't want to go full crazy now. We are catching P1 with Casper. And it's H pattern indeed. SHH shifter. Or is it SSH? I think SHH. Now he is going to 5th, and now I gain a lot. It's a funny dynamic, yeah? We took quite different gear ratios. The flames into my face.
Do you want to pass?
I don't think so. Like you were faster behind, and now it feels like that I'm faster behind, but because of Slipstream, so it's fine for now. I'm enjoying your flames.
Otherwise, let me know.
Just Misshift anyway, so...
Yeah, okay, fair.
Oscar is flying. But oh well, the pace will be quite linearly getting quicker and quicker as we burn off the fuel, and the wear is not really that big. There is more rubber in the middle, and then the exit is so long because of lack of rear wing and stuff like that, that it just makes sense to go fast in, slow out, or rotate on the entry and straight on the exit. We chose the car ourselves. I mean, we didn't really do much Bob testing, of course. I think the admins kind of tried to make Bob reasonable while trying to keep it historically accurate. And we've been having upgrades. That was a Misshift. So like we got plus 40 horsepower for some rounds while some other cars didn't. So it's hard to fully bop that. You had a Misshift?
Yes, sir.
But the Eagle F1 car was just so heavy and powerful, and then like Lotus and BRM, they were light but weak. So it's not really boppable, but it turns out that most tracks favored the Brabham. Actually the BRM was heavy and powerful as well. I think Brabham and Lotus were more nimble. But I mean about the car choice, like it's not really, this is not really like a esports league or anything, or some crazy competition which people would do to get maximum equalness out of everything. I see it more like a complete unique experience to relive the vintage F1 seasons with some historical accuracy. And it does a great job of doing that. And then as well as I'm driving for Rafa esports team or Rafa Racing Club, they are American, and then it's fitting that I'm driving the American car. Such as the Brabham guys that are doing. The Brabham guys are actually driving for the Brabham team, like Brabham, it's not Brabham Esports, but I don't know how they're called, Brabham Motorsports, something. They actually drive for Brabham as esport drivers, and they actually drive the Brabhams in this mod, so I marveled about that in the past. But it's really good. Ooh, that's Oscar having a big one. Which means he's not happy with his rears. And also it means that he's pushing quite hard. I'm trying to leave like a couple of percent on the table. Because I want to survive the whole 68 laps. Casper. I saw him braking late, I was like, maybe I shouldn't take the apex. You more or less alive, or?
Yeah, I'm alive, I'm all good. No grip on the inside there for braking.
That's good to know. The rubber. But indeed the Brabhams were just super strong on most tracks. Well, on some tracks I was able to match them if I like really fully sent it. But some other tracks, no chance. But well, they don't have a real chance at Monza, so... I don't know, I think it's the grandson of Brabham. Like, they're racing vintage cars still, I think. They have some kind of company. And then they still have this e-sport. Well, it's not really e-sport. It's just like some online presence. I don't really know what they're doing in iRacing, to be honest. If they're doing anything there. But yeah, about the driving style, it is kind of a rally style because of how these RF2 tires operate. Like you have enough front grip and rear grip, so you can load the fronts, you can slide the rear a bit. You get away with typically 2 big slides, but at the same time it slides a bit too quickly. I saw the lockup of Oscar ahead and decided not to send it. So yeah, because of how easily the tires start slipping, you're forced to do it in some way to rotate, and that kind of make it look like as if it was like rally or lower grip tarmac. Although, to be honest, this is not slicks, this is very old grooved radial tires on old asphalt, so there's not gonna be much grip anyway. Although I would still argue that back in the day they were sliding less than this. Surely they were correcting the steering wheel quite a lot, but just the overall slip angles were lower. Is this separate entity of the old F1 team? Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, it's like with Van Val, I believe, just that the name stayed in the family with Brabham. But Van Val got kind of bought, so they had F1 team many decades ago, and then the name got bought, so they drove then a Van Val in the World Endurance Championship in the hypercars. But it didn't really have anything to do with Van Val other than the name. not really. As far as I understand, it's actually still the Brabham family that owns the rights. I want to kind of preserve the rears and push them more in the second half. Oh! Uh-oh. That is Oscar, I think. That's his internet. I saw a picture of his internet solution and it I don't know if he wants if he's happy with me giving all the secrets of his internet connection, but it's quite funny. Nate, hello Julio. Welcome to the stream. But basically I saw a picture of a cable like going out of the window and then back into some ventilation hole and then that was a bit wonky of a braking zone. He got them all on the straight. Although it's not really that bad, because these Formula B cars or Formula 2 cars that we are lapping, they are really good in the corners, like very light, huge grip. They just don't have an engine. So I'm not really held up behind them, except if they mess up. Oh! Did you see that? Huge freeze. FFB froze as well. Is that RF2? RF2 is unhappy with me that I abandoned it. And I'm driving just LMU now. Apart from some races now and then. I've never really had these stutters or big freezes. Yeah, the FFB disappeared for that split second. I mean, R Factor 2 is like the whole game is an issue. Still one of the best sims ever produced. Yeah, maybe like CPU thing or. I mean, surely FFB is involved with CPU, so must have been indeed like game running or game not running for a tenth or two. Casper is flying behind. Will catch us at some point, maybe. If we battle too hard. If Oscar just disappears out of the last corner, feels like. Actually, the last time, I'm trying to remember, the last time I had like a race ending kind of, or like a game crashing issue with R Factor 2 must have been Le Mans Virtual, the last one. I mean, arguably there were no big competitions after that on R Factor 2. Oops. Yeah, I mean, Le Mans Virtual was like disconnect for Verstappen and for many others, including myself. So but that's not really a crash, that's disconnection, right? I had another disconnection some months after that, when we had that GT Challenge series, official GT Challenge series by R Factor 2. The last competition that happened on this game officially, that was broadcasted by MSG. On R Factor Live, I think it was like the transition from quali to race where stuff crashed. But other than that, it's been very, very stable to me. Oh, the rear is doing too much of melting. Need to cool it down a bit. I don't think they really had 100 degrees on the tires back in the day, right? I mean, not sure how the actual surface of the tire behaves on these old tires. I'm just surprised. I would be surprised to see them going to like 120 with these cars. But maybe that's been one of the biggest tire issues with R Factor 2. That the heating is more related to sliding than actual putting energy and downforce into the tire. Yeah, I was in that same race with Verstappen, indeed. Good memories. And bad memories. But yeah, 68 laps indeed. Imagine it was 68 laps with the oval. That would be even more insane. Actually, you know what? F1 in real life... Is it 53 laps at Monza? I think it's 53. And they do slightly quicker lap times than what we are doing here. Probably 25s, 26, 27s, depending on tire and fuel management. I never know if I should just struggle with traction in second and upshift when I'm at max RPM, or if I should short shift to third. But yeah, indeed, different year. In 67 they didn't run on the banked track. Which, in my opinion, if we have a chance in RF2 to run the banked version, it's always a mistake not to do it. But oh well. I keep turning in too early there. Like, braking zones are shortening. And the rear is wearing, so I'm getting more and more rotation. Even though the fuel tank is in the front. So as I'm burning the fuel, the front is more and more pointing to the sky. Which implies more and more understeer. But it all kind of balances itself out. But it does feel like Oscar is slowly but surely losing a bit of performance. As we burn the fuel. Casper 28.8, wow. Out of 10 move for Oscar on the exit. But you know what, it's shorter race than at Nordschleife, I think. Uh-oh. Okay. I always get scared by the Formula 2 cars, but I keep forgetting they are really good in the corners. But yeah, Nordschleife was much more difficult than this. As I say that, I go off the rubber. But like this, here you can actually push the car and you do a small mistake and you still survive, but at some tracks that we had this year, there was no margin of error. Many corners at Spa, Nordschleife of course, then Monaco, where I hooked a curb in a wrong way at basically 0 speed. Well, we had Pescara, but I had to miss it. So actually that's midpoint of the race. And we have Casper 3.4 behind. He'll be catching us slowly but surely. But I would like to see State of Oscar retire. Oh, solidly into 28s now. Actually, I'm not sure if you're even able to see the lap times. I think last time I messed up a bit with the layout of the tiny pedal overlay. But I cannot really fix that now. (28.9), 28.8, yeah, very evenly matched. I mean, there was a bit of a gap, but I would have probably braked out of it if it was real life. Or... Okay. Was waiting for a spin, but he collected it ahead. Wait, that's... Is that Formula 2 cars? Yeah, that's still F2. Now that's... The orange one is... Ah, that's Southpaw Racer. That's Formula 1. Ay, ay, ay. Engine, don't leave me. Ah, so that's the thing with Formula 2. We're running a concurrent race, but they're only doing 35 laps. Which is a quick fix for today, because normally it would be split grids or same grid but same race distance. Yeah, Mark, like most of the races are split. Like, oh! Okay. That was looking more scary than it actually was. I think like it was planned to be 10 race calendar, and then 3 rounds would be joint grid, because back in the day they did join grids on some tracks, as far as I understand. But for today, HRSC did a quick change of plan after a vote. It's been voted to just put all the cars together into the same server. Stolze is gonna catch us in no time. I'm trying to get into the toe of Oskari, but every time I come close something happens. Traffic or my mistake, or just great lap from Oskari. Why It's never the same waiting time for the upshift. It depends on what RPM you shift and how long the gear ratio is for each gear. Hi Matko. I'm not Jim Clark because I'm driving the Eagle, not the Lotus. But I admit I don't really know who drove these cars. In 67, the Eagles. Joao, that's indeed the case. VMS season 3, round 3 at Sebring. The way that he pulls out of that apex. It's crazy how tight the lap times are. Within 30 milliseconds for top 3. Oh, there is a guy on the wrong side of the barrier. .4, wow, that's fastest lap of the race. Let's go. My modest not fuel saving, my modest tire saving is paying dividends. I gain a bit here, and then I gain in Lesmo. But I lose in Parabolica, so I need to make my move here in Sector 2. Kirsten now with 0.3. At the moment we go side by side with Oskari. We'll be 4 wide. I had to lift out of it for some reason. There is not really any grip when you go out of the rubber. But the more I drive into his gearbox, the more he will be defending, and then we are losing time as well. Hello, Theo. How did he stop the car? That's exactly what we cannot afford now with Speed 3 and P4. "20 laps to go." Theo, you mean you are a champion in R Factor 1? Such a long time since I last drove R Factor 1, to be honest. That was messy. I don't really have the overspeed. But I don't want him to defend because then we are losing time. I'm messing it up. I lose the vision and then I lose my like turn-in markers and so on. I feel that's nice. Good to see R Factor 1 historic racing is still going as well. This Ferrari. I mean, if you wanted to survive when you were in P2 behind the Ferrari back in '67, I guess it was better idea to just stay behind. Then you could at least celebrate P2 on the podium, otherwise you couldn't celebrate the win, you would have to run and hide. From inside you can really send it as it's rubbery, but if you take kind of a switch back through that whatever was before Ascari, the name of the corner, you just run out of grip. And then I am bogged down by the upshift. Oh. Well, thankfully to the R Factor 2 tire model, I don't even get a switchback. Ah, no grip around the outside. trying to somehow destabilize him, but there is just no real way around. Touch the barrier. Bye bye, Theo. He messed up the upshift. Casper dives. But Oscar held it. What a fight! But I need to drive looking mostly at the mirror now. Ah. Okay. And Casper is through. Ferrari is getting dethroned. How is the fuel? 14 laps of fuel, 13 laps of the race. Perfect. David, about VMS, I'm thinking. It's hard to say. But basically, I think BMW and LMU, the hypercar, should be a good race probably. Let's see. I still think the Ferrari will be quite strong, but let's see. Everybody going into the grass. I'm braking too early. Cars are very light now. Thank you, David. Yeah, I'll see. The thing is that some hypercars are... maybe let's put it like that. There is a lot of bumps at Sebring, and it seems that overall it's better to kind of suffer over the bumps a bit more, riding the Packers, rather than stiffening the suspension or increasing the ride heights to survive the bumps. You just lose so much performance by adjusting the hypercar to be softer, or like softer over bumps. Or yeah, I mean, I'm saying about stiffening the springs in order to make the bumps softer, because if you don't stiffen the springs, you will hit the Packers and then it's gonna be super stiff in the last and the first corners. But I've not really tried too much. You know, we had 4 hours Silverstone yesterday. I have this today. Tomorrow VMS. I'm getting saved here by Oscar pressuring Casper. Yeah, they are side by side. Great. And Oscar is off. I think he survived that easily. He stopped the car, but yeah, he doesn't have enough time to catch back unless we go 3 wide every corner for the lead. It's almost like a full-time job. I mean, it kind of is a full-time job. Also working with Go setups in the meanwhile on the setups and managing the social media. Joao, wait, what do you mean? Which cars do I do for Go? I will need more plain English if I may ask. Kirsten going for P2 now. Like I do have the pace to keep pushing, but now that I got the lead, I'm like I just want to survive. And the moment I start thinking like that, I'm slower to 10s. But they keep battling behind, so that's nice. Great to hear, David. I mean, I'm still, I mean, everybody who is not million plus subs on YouTube and so on is struggling to understand stuff. Because some reels or shorts that I do feel amazing and they don't really get much views. And then some other shorts and reels just explode for no reason. Although looking at the analytics, it's depressing because either way, like it can be saying that it doesn't have a good hook at the start, but then somehow it got 2k views. And then another reel says it got a great hook, it gets a lot of views, but then it just cuts it off completely at 2k views. But anyway, just trying to enjoy the driving, uploading the good stuff and see what happens. Yeah, I never really expected to be like kind of content creator, but it turns out that you have to do it unless you are top 10 iRacing sim racer, or maybe top 50. How many iRacers are actually full time? 20, 30? And then if you're not iRacer, then you either collect the Middle Eastern money doing Rensport, or you do social media or setup shops or sim racing hardware and software. Ah, Joao, I see. So, I did 4 Peugeot tracks. Wait, in August I did like 5 setups. In September I did none. I worked on LMP2 in September, I think. And then October is barely begun, but I did Interlagos LMP2, although we worked together with the other guys on good LMP2 base for the ELMS car. Ah, I did Lexus setups as well in August. I did Le Mans. Actually, I only did Le Mans. But understandably, I'm not really at Go Setups to spend many hours doing setups, but just to do a setup now and then, or help with development, make like a good base that then others optimize and do Hotlap. Right, 1.1 to Kirsten, and he's doing crazy lap times. But our LMP2 setup, like it's absolutely insane. It doesn't really feel like it's anything special, but every time I touch that car, we just have so much pace advantage over everybody else. Or maybe the fastest people or the fastest opponents are not doing LMP2s yet. I don't know, let's see. I like the car. Like at Silverstone 4 hours yesterday, it was crazy. In high speed we were like LMP1s compared to others. 5 laps to go. I can afford a 10th per lap. And while talking of Le Mans Ultimate, I completely missed the fact that Casper is now suddenly 5 seconds behind. Two tenths he gained in last corner. Right, exactly 1/10 difference in lap time. I can afford that, so that's fine. David, it was 200 liters. Actually 204. Free to go. 0.237 myself, 0.181 Kirsten. Understeer. Oversteer. Ah, he's in my toe. $27.8 for him. I did 28.4. What is that pace? I'm struggling with that understeer now from all the weight being removed from the fuel tank, which is in the front. The rear is worn, so it rotates, but the front is not doing what it should. He will have some heavy slipstream out of the last corner now. That's one lap to go. Oh dear, we all know what's coming. Come on! Where is the checkered flag? There we go! Yes! That last corner was 50-50. I had to brake as late as I did. I didn't know if I'm gonna stop. And then I didn't know if I'm gonna catch that slide. But well, after 1 hour and... that was actually 1 hour 30 minutes. Not too bad.
Well done, Yone.
Thanks a lot. Very marginal. You had a battle with Kirsten before, or...?
Yeah. But he was on my inside going into Parabolica. And I made space for him. And then on the outside there was zero grip, so I was just slowly floating onto the grass.
Yeah.
And it's stupid of me because I did the same with the Sky a couple of laps before that, so I should have known.
Yeah, it was really interesting how the grip developed on the rubber line. Like, the grip was insane, but it was worse and worse outside.
Yeah. I think the grip was probably the same outside, but the wear of the tires just made it feel like it was worse.
Yeah, but also, yeah, when you're carrying more speed on the rubber line and then run a bit wide, then it's more extreme. Maybe the marbles as well, I don't know, like they are implemented, but I don't know if they actually work or not.
Would be cool if they did work. Don't you have any fuel left?
I have 3 liters.
Okay.
We can go.
Nice. Yeah, I'm down to 4.2.
Yeah, I started with 204, but yeah, 201 would be just enough. Although I did spend quite some time in slipstreams.
Yeah, well, I use very high rev all the time.
I suffered so hard because I had to do the extra upshift from second to third, but in high revs it was really nice.
Yeah.
Or like in high gears.
Parabolica, I could see that you were struggling in a bit every time.
Yeah. That's a bit too much. forgot it wasn't a GT, it's F1.
It's a coffin on wheels.
Thank you, Oscar. It was such a nice race. Sorry to see you lock up into the runoff there. Luckily, no damage for you. But it was such a nice race. Oof. Maybe a replay.
Perhaps we should go into the interviewer's room.
Yeah. Let me jump over. While I try to find the replay. But Kirsten just had such a crazy run out of, or like crazy top speed. It won't work, of course. Alright, we keep it on this.
Round number 8, and Jerne Simoncic, finally Jerne, the wait is over, you get a win, but how close was that between you and Nicholas? I mean, you must have been treading on eggshells for those last few laps.
Oh yes, I think I was pretty much saved by the battling between Niklas, Kasper and Oskari. I think I didn't have the outright pace, I lacked like a tenth or two, maybe of just having some courage on the brakes, but also I was struggling with the gearbox, going from second to third, which others did not have to. I messed up my gearing ratios, I suppose. But yeah, that last lap was 50-50. Luckily I catched the slide.
Yes, I mean, the thing was, we were seeing Nicholas trying to sneak his nose up the inside of Parabolica on the final lap of the race, and it ended up being 0.17. But, you know, you must be absolutely over the moon. You know, you look at the previous results you've had. 3 thirds, a second, and now, finally, a win. That really does help you out a little bit, because that puts you very close to Bert Knox. It actually puts you 2 points behind him, going into the penultimate round at Canada next time out.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's been many times during the championship when I was face palming myself, like hitting that curb while about to score some good points at Monaco at very low speed, and the incident, the turn at the first round. But overall, it's been really a fun experience and a fun season.
Brilliant, fantastic. Well, Jerne, before we let you go, anyone you'd like to thank?
I surely need to thank my dear YouTube chat for being great chat and cheering for me during the race.
Fantastic, Jerne. Congratulations on the win here, and we look forward to seeing you at Canada at Motorsport for the penultimate round of the season in a few weeks' time. Well done today.
Thanks a lot.
So, big thank you there to Jerne Simoncic.
It was actually Niklas. That was so on the limit. I'm gonna watch it again. So he broke, tried to go around the outside. Look at that drift. Where is some camera? Ooh, it's a nice camera. Yeah, and then I just had enough grip to come back to the apex, or to the inside. Very marginal. And before I close it down, I want to see the start. The way that the Ferraris launch, it's hilarious. And then upshift happens, and then it's all good. Oscar, I'm gonna check. Let me just check how I lost the lead. Because I think I did what I should, but suddenly there was a Ferrari on my inside. Oh. I mean, I don't know if I would have gone for that gap, but the space was there. It was a clean move, and I couldn't come back from it, so... Nicely spotted gap, Oskari. Nicely spotted. Yeah, Parabolica was insane, like the way that you pulled the gap there every lap. I don't know. I kind of had some traction, but then I had to upshift. So even if I would maybe stay somewhat close, I lost it on the upshift. Right, so the server closes down. Let me open my Motec and see the tires.
Hey lads. Very quickly,
Hello.
congratulations and sorry for being retarded at the start. The gap just suddenly closed and I was already in there.
It's a classic Ferrari versus Eagle Star that we saw for the whole season. I just cannot move that car off the line.
No.
Ever since I got the magnetic clutch add-on to my TLCMs, I've been nailing standing starts like mad.
Yeah.
I tried all the procedures, nothing helped.
I'm just glad that I didn't DNF this time. I'm just frustrated because I was lacking quite a lot of pace, mainly because I tried out setup changes that Oskari referenced that I didn't test time before the race, like an idiot.
You only had 3 corners to learn.
Yeah, well, those 3 corners will completely ruin the balance for me.
Yeah, no, it's very difficult 3 corners for sure. I couldn't get a Parabolica. Like after 68 laps, I still couldn't do it.
Yeah. Well, Mossport and Riverside should be fun with these things.
Yeah, Riverside is gonna be amazing. I'm gonna see about Mossport.
Also, are you gonna do guest start for the Napoli as well?
I need to check the calendar. I'm gonna need to decide about Mossport.
Napoli, that's on.
That's one day after Mossport.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna quickly close this down. So, Oskari, this is the tire wear. If you can see, I was saving the rears a little bit, but then in the end, I let it drift. So what's it? 66, 71 on the rear tires. Your foot slipped off the accelerator. I thought you misshifted. 61, yeah. Oskari, I saw a huge lag from you at some moment of the race. I thought the server is dead, but then I saw it's only you. But yeah, anyway. Quick break for me, and then straight into practice for Sebring. Offline, of course, but tomorrow I'll be streaming that race in the evening. I mean, no, Oskari, don't worry at all. Like, overall, it was really good. Like, no lagging, no stuttering, no anything. I could drive straight in your flames out of the exhaust without a worry. Anyway, let that be it for today. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.